If you're thinking of buying a home, you're probably talking to different people, doing some research online, hearing different opinions, and maybe stressing out a little bit about what if I make the wrong decision? Yes, this is a huge decision, but getting clear, getting some clarity around what you really want and what you don't want and what your concerns are, and yeah, talking to your agent about those concerns can go a long way to helping you make sure you make the right decision when you're buying. Yahoo Finance did a little survey of some of the reasons that people have regret about the home that they bought over the past year, and I'm going to go down the list and talk a little bit about each one. 33% of people said their house requires too much maintenance. Now, I can't unpack everybody's reason for this, but think about the maintenance when you're buying a house. Whether it's your first home or your fifth or your 10th or whatever, make sure that whether you have an inspection or not, you are paying attention to the type of construction, the things that might need to be done, and understand that every house has maintenance. The nice thing about renting is you can always call somebody else to fix those items that go south, go bad, and you don't really have to deal with them or come out of pocket. But every house you buy is going to have maintenance, and if your expectation is that it won't, you are constantly going to be disappointed. 30% of people in this survey said they felt like they bought too quickly. I would counsel you to, even in a market that's moving really, really fast, like our market is now, make sure that you are not jumping just because you get in that auction mentality and you feel like, I've just got to get a house, I'm going to do it right now, and this one's fine. Take a deep breath, sit back, and make sure that it checks off all of the boxes that you really need checked off. Make sure that this house fits what you're actually looking for and you're not just caught up in a frenzy of frustration in a really hot market. Remember, there will always be another house. Low inventory, yes, but another one will come, I promise you. 28% of people in this survey said they felt like they spent too much. I don't know how to unpack this one either, because in a market where we are still seeing lots of competitive offers, lots of bidding over the asking price, that sort of is what it is. But if the home fits all your needs and you love where it is, then really what is too much? I would look very closely at your goals and your timeline and make sure that you're not overspending by a whole lot over the list price. If you're only going to be in the home for a short time, you may not recoup that. There are a whole lot of factors that can go into that. But if you love the house, I'd venture to say you probably feel pretty good about it, even if you overpay a little bit in the moment. Another 28% of people surveyed said that the interest rates were too high. The interest rates are what they are. And what I tell people all the time about this is you can always refinance. You cannot always renegotiate the sales price of the house. So if you're buying now when rates are a little higher than you would like them to be, you can always refinance if and when they go down, and they likely will at some point. But you can always refinance, but you can't go back and readjust the sales price, the price you pay for the home. And if you wait 6 months, a year, 18 months, you may well get a lower rate, but pay more for the house because appreciation continues to go up. Oh, and don't wait for 3% rates to come back, because that is very unlikely to happen. In this same survey, 26% of people say they regretted buying a fixer-upper. I'm a huge fan of buying the worst house on the best block, which means maybe you buy, what I sometimes call the house that grandma drove to church on Sunday. Maybe it's completely unupdated, and maybe all of your friends have apartments or rentals or smaller homes with a completely blinged out kitchen, and maybe you're a little jealous. But trust me, that worst house on the best block holds true just about every single time. If you put equity in, you build value as you live in the house, you will always come out ahead in the end when you go to sell it. 23% of people said that they felt pressured to make an offer. That is one thing that I guarantee you will never get with me. I'm never going to pressure anyone to make an offer, but sometimes just the market and the conditions make people feel that pressure. So again, I'm going to say, step back, take a deep breath, make sure that the house you like, the house that you're thinking about offering on really does check the boxes, or in some other way makes it the one for you right now. You don't have to make an offer on anything. It's a big decision. When you make the offer, pay the money, you want to make sure that this is somewhere you're going to want to live at least for a few years. If you have any questions about buying or some of the things that you want to think about, I have some terrific worksheets and information that can help you hone and get clarity on your needs and wants, your must-haves, your deal breakers, all of those things, so that when you get into the market and start looking, you are really clear on what's going to be a good decision. Just give me a call. Let's set up a time to talk.